Building your first file of accounts can be the most excruciating task you have when you buy that first computer system. But when it's done, you'll be thankful for the time saved and added efficiency in your business. Of course, not all storage systems provide the best solutions for every business problem. Diskettes can provide only a limited amount of storage to be online at one time.
What do you mean, record not found?
Corvus has a solution. We can't save you from the initial heartache, but we can save you from troubles later. A Corvus disk system means you can work faster, smarter, which means you'll look a whole lot better. Networks. The ability to connect more than one computer to the same host sharing some of the same memory.
Hey, we'll lose the big guys. Too far from the host.
To be most effective, a network must operate at nearly the same speed as the micro did without the network. And it should be flexible enough to support a wide variety of microprocessors. This flexibility means the smoothest transition from decentralized to centralized processing.
It won't work.
Corvus has a solution. The OmniNet network is a low-cost, local area network which will interface a wide variety of micros.
Yes, we can handle that.
The easy-to-install twisted pair wiring also means the fastest possible network. 63 microcomputers can be connected to a network of up to 4,000 feet, which means you can be part of this system no matter where they put you. Corvus Systems is proud to announce that the Office of the Future is now the Office of Today. Reliable, efficient solutions to everyday business problems are available now from Corvus. But this has not always been the case. Early computers were extremely large, almost monstrous machines which were difficult to use and had limited capabilities. Even today's large mainframe computers are miniaturizations of their predecessors. The 60s found computers that satisfied the needs of scientists and engineers, but were still very costly and extremely complex. But a revolt was underway for systems which were smaller, cheaper, and user-oriented. The late 60s found a few bold companies making headway with mini-computers, which became quite the trend in the early 70s. Following not far behind, however, was the chip, a computer that could fit on the tip of your thumb. Introduced in 1971, this achievement led to the explosive growth of the microcomputer market. What this meant to business was that tools once reserved for corporate giants were now available to the small business owner. There was, however, a void. Reliable peripherals which could interface with this new generation of computer, yet be affordable. To meet this challenge, Corvus Systems was founded in May of 1979. The first product introduced was an 8-inch Winchester disk system. The 10-megabyte drive using proven Winchester technology was an immediate success. Low-mass read-write heads dramatically improve system dependability. The drive itself is enclosed in a sealed environment with a recirculating air system. This keeps dust, smoke, and other foreign particles from reaching the surface of the disk. The acceptance of the product may well be attributed to its versatility. An interface card like this allows the Corvus 10-megabyte drive to talk to a broad range of microprocessors, from Apple to Xerox, IBM to DEC, and many more. The Corvus drive converts the personal computer into a powerful business tool. But this was only the beginning of the Corvus product line. In November of 1979, Mirror was introduced. This low-cost backup system to the Winchester drives uses the reliability of video technology. Interfacing to conventional video recorders, Mirror has the capability of storing over 73 million bytes of formatted data on a standard 2-hour video cassette. The acceptance of Mirror in the marketplace is reflected in the fact that 1 out of every 2 drives which Corvus now ships has a Mirror backup installed. Corvus was one of the first companies to recognize the need of a low-cost networking capability for microcomputers. In March of 1980, Constellation was introduced. This system allows the microcomputer user to enjoy many of the benefits of a large mainframe system without the restrictions of cost. Up to 64 microcomputers can be connected to one multiplexer. As with all of the Corvus product line, the user is not limited to particular brands, since the Constellation supports a large variety of computers, even on the same network. Each user has the power of his own single-user operating system and the advantage of sharing a large database and expensive peripheral equipment with other network users. The next addition to the Corvus family was the 20-megabyte drive. This larger drive is virtually the same as its 10-megabyte counterpart, except that within the sealed drive enclosure, the 10-megabyte drive has 2 disks and the 20-megabyte has 3. The same interface capabilities apply with the new product as with the initial offering. Up to 4 drives can be daisy-chained together. This means a total of 80 megabytes of storage can be continuously online to the microcomputer. But the Corvus family was not complete. In March of 1981, Corvus made yet another price-performance breakthrough with the announcement of its 5¼ inch 6-megabyte drive. This introduction meant that microcomputer users could enjoy the speed of hard disks and the reliability of Winchester technology at a fraction of the cost. Interfacing to the same wide variety of micros, upgradable to as much as 65 million bytes, and carrying the same standard of quality as all of the Corvus product line meant immediate acceptance in the marketplace. At the same time, Corvus R&D was busy developing a networking system which improved upon its own Constellation. The major limitation of Constellation was a 50-foot maximum length from microcomputer to host multiplexer. This limitation led to the development and introduction of OmniNet. Announced in May of 1981, the OmniNet local network supports up to 63 computers connected by a simple RS-422 twisted pair of wires. The maximum length has been increased dramatically to 4,000 feet. Twisted pair wiring was chosen over flat ribbon cable because of its low cost and ease of installation. It's just like installing stereo speakers. The choice was also based on the high speed of serial transmission not available in flat ribbon cable. The system transfers data at the rate of 1 million bytes per second. OmniNet transporters in each computer manage the network interface to the microcomputers. This means a significant savings in processing power for the host. Local networks permit a business to easily expand its computing powers as it grows. It is no longer necessary to declare a computer system obsolete just because the company experiences growth. Just add another microcomputer or 2 to the network, or an additional Corvus disk drive. With the low-cost, high-performance OmniNet, Corvus's dominance of the local area network marketplace has firmly been established. In its short history, Corvus has experienced phenomenal growth. Industry reports show that Corvus has a significant market share of both the Winchester disk and the local area network market. Since May of 1979, an impressive sales record has been established. In fact, sales for the first half of 1982 were 4 times that of the same period in the previous year. Results like these are not achieved by accident. A marketing strategy centered around high technology at an affordable price and dedication to product excellence are 2 key factors. Another important element, however, is the Corvus philosophy toward customer support. The company in no way believes that the job is done when the product is sold. Extensive customer service is a key factor to the company's success. Improving product design as necessary is part of the Corvus commitment to its customers. Growth in the U.S. alone increased the number of Corvus dealers and distributors significantly. This is coupled with an overseas marketing effort of an ever-expanding number of distributors. Dealers who carry the Corvus product line know that they have a product and a company they can count on. This reputation for technical leadership will ensure the success of the newest and most exciting Corvus product, the Corvus concept. In addition to supporting the CPUs of other manufacturers, Corvus is forging ahead with a personal workstation of its own. And what a dynamic product it is. This new generation of computers is easy to operate with user-friendly keyboard and software. The bidirectional screen means that the concept will adapt easily for both accounting and word processing functions. And you have a choice of either white on black or the newer letter-style screen. Simply touch the appropriate key. Both text and graphics are possibilities even within the same page. Adjustment of the viewing angle of the CRT is at your fingertips. Tilt or swivel the screen until it's most comfortable. The detachable Selectric keyboard includes an accounting pad. Each key is programmable, further supporting the Corvus capability for multiple fonts. The 10 function keys correspond to 40 different control functions. A window on the screen identifies these functions. But user-friendly hardware is not all that makes the concept such a revolutionary product. Innovative yet functional software packages have been designed especially for the concept. Edward, the most powerful word processing system for the microcomputer, and Corvus LogicCalc, an electronic spreadsheet program, are two of the initial offerings. All of this from a company so young, a company which started, like so many of the technical leaders of today, in the Silicon Valley. Hewlett-Packard, Fairchild, and Intel were all once startups in this center of technology. And now Corvus joins these firms as a company respected in its field. But even in the Silicon Valley, where everything moves at a tremendous rate, the Corvus record is impressive. Currently, the separate buildings are within close proximity. The Marketing and Administration building contains most of the corporate administrative functions, including product support. Research and development takes place in a separate facility, and manufacturing is in our newest building. The people at work in these three buildings are the reason for the company's success.
Hi, I'm George Amaranis, Product Support Supervisor for Corvus Systems, and I'd like to take you on a tour to show you how we design and produce our products. The success of any company is rooted in the strengths of its marketing department. The Corvus team is young at heart and aggressive in nature. They do their homework with extensive market analysis. They're not afraid to approach new markets or challenge even the strongest competitors. They seem to always come out with the right products at the right time. Each product is assigned a new product manager to ensure the best possible market support for the brands we interface with. In addition to the ever-expanding marketing effort, the sales force at Corvus is also increasing. Regional sales offices are being established across the country to further support the demand for the Corvus product line. Entering new markets requires a research and development team who is able to respond to challenges. The technical development done here at our R&D facility has enabled Corvus to introduce superior products. The technical team is not large and therefore becomes personally involved with the development of each product. This makes for a rewarding work environment. Our engineers here have to be technically capable and also creative to respond to the demands of an ever-changing market. The final step in the development cycle is when a temporary assembly line is set up so that the initial production can be closely monitored. Then a full assembly line is set up, like this one for the concept. When a product does go into full production, it will be assembled with the highest quality components available. We use brand names such as IMI, Power One, and Motorola, just to name a few. and even then, all incoming material is carefully inspected. We have in place sampling procedures which will reduce the likelihood of component failures. There's been a large investment made here in automatic test equipment. These machines alone represent almost a $300,000 investment for Corvus Systems. This equipment tests boards before they become part of a Corvus product. The bare boards are tested here for shorts and opens. When the board is fully loaded, the boards are brought back and tested again. Eventually, all of our products will be tested here on this equipment. This will give us a 98% confidence level on our products and will perform testing in a fraction of the time. In fact, we are able to test over 500,000 boards annually. Our production management team is located in the front of the manufacturing facility. Located here are the departments for manufacturing engineering, documentation, purchasing, and quality control. Having all of these departments in the front of this building gives us the tightest possible quality control. Here is the stores area where the components for our products are kept prior to assembly. Modifications are made to the controller and the drive. Once those are complete, then the drive, the controller, and the power supply are mounted into the box. After the products are assembled, product test will check the function to make sure it works properly before we pass it on to quality control. What we're testing for here is to see if the read-write mechanism and the servo mechanism function properly. In QA, or quality assurance, we've got a final test called burn-in. Burn-in is probably the most important of the functions that we have to put the drive through, where we check each and every drive to make sure that it functions properly. The drive must pass with 0 errors to proceed on to the next QC station. Here, a visual check is done, the drive is powered up, and if everything functions properly, then and only then is a serial number applied. That's when it becomes a Corvus product. Once we're finished with this, we take it down here to our shipping area where it's readied for shipment. Quality control begins early. It has to be designed into the product to ensure the most efficient production and the highest quality control. Perhaps, George, you could tell us how we accomplish this.
In order to design quality into the equipment and maintain it, we have a special new products team that comprises a field engineer, quality control engineer, manufacturing, and test engineers along with materials who works as a group to define the product, how it is built, and the best quality procedures that we can have. We design new procedures and techniques for assembling the equipment, and these are transferred to this production line that you see here right now.
Testing, however, is not only done to the electronics which make up our products. The case and shipping containers are also tested to ensure that the product is in good condition when it arrives at the dealer's site. Our shake and bake tests simulate handling situations by shaking and dropping the packages as might happen during shipment. The environmental chamber can test extreme temperature conditions the product may encounter. These tests were implemented so that the previous problems and the conditions of our drives upon arrival would be taken care of. As you can see, we put a lot of time and effort into the production so that the equipment we ship is the most reliable. But our concern does not stop when the product is shipped. We believe in customer support to service our growing dealer network and customer base. Since repair is performed both within Corvus and at our dealer locations, it's important that we extend the training that we provide our technicians to those who sell our products. To become an authorized servicing dealer and participate in the dealer service program, a dealer must complete the appropriate application as well as dealer training. Not all dealers are authorized to service the Corvus product line. We want those and only those that are properly trained. This begins with an extensive program which includes on-site training and a library of videotapes which will be kept up to date. These tapes cover detailed instruction on repair of the entire Corvus product line. Upon completion of the on-site training, dealers can purchase the set of tapes to train new technicians who join their staff. The The training series is a standalone course accompanied by workbooks. This allows us to provide more comprehensive training, which means that the technicians are better equipped to spot problems and take care of them in less time. The tapes also result in more hands-on training during the on-site course. Another part of the service program is the dealer service kits. These kits are made available to authorized servicing dealers. Each kit contains all of the necessary spare parts to perform repair on the Corvus product line. By keeping an accurate inventory of all the spare parts in his kit, a dealer can maintain a sufficient level of spare parts. Product Support Administration has, among other responsibilities, the function of taking care of the dealers involved in the dealer service program. The new warranty credits reporting system is maintained by administration. When a dealer performs a repair on a product which is under warranty, warranty credits are issued. These credits can be used for purchase of additional parts or against future non-warranty repairs. Administration issues a quarterly statement to all authorized dealers. They also oversee the paperwork which pertains to the service charges. Documentation is important. For this reason, we are putting a lot of effort into improving our repair manuals. This is an ongoing effort. We will also continue to distribute dealer updates like these as we have in the past. This is a source of information that keeps everyone in the field informed of the latest technical changes that are taking place. The administration manual is another important tool for the dealers involved in our program. It explains the pricing structure for both non-warranty service and parts. The warranty credit schedule is located in the manual, as well as explanations on how to fill out the Corvus paperwork, such as a service repair tag, or how to obtain an RMA or return merchandise authorization. Runtime diagnostics are also shipped with each service kit so that the dealer will know what performance levels are expected. They can help to determine the cause of a problem, and they are sometimes used by a Corvus tech during troubleshooting. Product support also means a team of people who are ready to help you. The telephone support group assists end users in finding their closest servicing dealer. When possible, troubleshooting with service technicians and end users is done over the phone. This can take care of minor problems and cut downtime. When all else fails, an RMA or return merchandise authorization is completed and detailed instructions are provided on the steps to follow next. In administration, RMAs are processed and a complete database is maintained of all service activity. This way, a customer can be informed immediately of the status of a product he has returned for service. The database follows the product as it moves through service. When an RMA is received, it's immediately photographed to document its condition upon receipt. All of the paperwork is then matched up and the product is put on the incoming shelf. The effort is always to get the product repaired and back out the door as soon as possible. So as the technician becomes available, he takes the next product requiring his attention, usually on a first-come, first-serviced basis. The tech brings the drive to his service area to begin the diagnosis and cure. This is when it becomes extremely important for the paperwork to be as thorough as possible. When the symptoms are described in detail on the RMA, the Corvus tech can get the problem fixed quicker since he doesn't have to spend time trying to figure out what someone already knows. Once in a while, the problem is immediately found and corrected. And when this happens, it's obvious that if the dealer had taken more care in his evaluation, the drive would not have to be returned. More often than not, however, the problem isn't that simple. This is why our technicians are trained in all problems which could occur. Sometimes the drive is so shaken during shipment that it becomes what we call a DOA, or dead on arrival. This does happen, and when it does, we guarantee replacement within 1 week. Because of the possibility of this occurrence, it is essential that each dealer check out the product as it's received and prior to delivery to the customer. A DOA gets priority treatment And it's also better that the dealers spot the problem and postpone delivery to the end user instead of unsuccessfully trying to power up at the customer's site. Problems which are discovered in the field or in the service lab are sometimes indications that a design change is required. This very situation resulted in a new metal covering being designed for the 5 megabyte drive. The metal covering removed RFI and CRC errors. The foam case has made the 5 megabyte drive more reliable. In the 8-inch drive, the power supply was changed to allow adjustments of more voltages. A noise problem was discovered on the Apple, which interfered with the operation of our OmniNet. Although the problem was really with the micro, we took care of it on our card. Responsiveness to problems like these and design changes which are sometimes required are part of the commitment to customer service. We don't always get it perfect the first time, but we'll keep working on it until we do. And since everything does not work right the first time, our warranty program gives a standard 6-month warranty from date of purchase to all customers. All service is guaranteed for 90 days. Extended warranties are also available with different lengths to choose from. Responsiveness to servicing needs is also required. This means increasing the number of our service tech support centers. The established centers have been sufficient in the past to cover the servicing of the Corvus units in the field. But our marketing success means an expansion of our support efforts. Some of the centers planned are New York, Chicago, and Dallas, just to name a few. Considering our past growth record, more sites will probably be required in the near future. Staffing and training a company with our high standards and our expected growth is not an easy task. The Corvus Personnel Department has its own challenge to respond to. They've done it before, and we couldn't be where we are now today without an excellent recruiting effort.
The Corvus product line is certain to grow, as is the company. Our intention is to continue to provide the best products for the market, supported by well-trained technicians both here at Corvus and at our dealer locations. This combination of product reliability and product support is key to our success.